Well, thank you, Chris, and welcome back to the Brand Room on the Goshen County Fairgrounds. Ryan Caith and Ron Kaufman with our 4-H and FFA interviews. We've got our next line of victims for us here this afternoon to ask questions about their projects, so I'll turn it over to Ron Kaufman.
Yes, Ryan, we'll test them, see how they do. They've been pretty hilarious before we got on there. We'll see how they do now, because we'll ask them some serious questions. First of all, we have a young man here. He gets to start because he's the oldest of this bunch, and he's 13 years old. And your name?
Jace Halbrin.
Jace Halbrin, and you show goats?
Yes.
Okay. Also, what club are you in?
Bent Barrels, Crooked Arrows.
All right. How'd you do at the state level? Did you do archery, or you do
Just
shotgun?
archery.
What do you do?
I do archery and shotgun.
You do them both. I guess pretty good, didn't I? How'd that go?
Well, I didn't shoot shotgun at state, but I did do archery, and I did pretty good in that.
How'd the team do?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. That's all right. Might tell our audience that's a state contest, and where's it held?
Douglas.
And you stay all night?
You can. I didn't this year.
Okay. So you went up and made it a day trip.
Uh-huh.
So now I think you show goats this afternoon.
Yes.
What have you been feeding those goats?
I feed them Umberger show feed.
Oh, so you're showing a market goat?
Yes.
A boar goat?
Yeah.
What'd it weigh?
92, 90, and 106.
So you have two. How they do? Are they easy to lead?
Yeah.
You ready? Are you going to be in showmanship?
Yes.
Tell us how you prep for showmanship.
Well, I start by working them pretty much every day to get them to the best they can possibly be, and then in showmanship, it's pretty much up to how the goat works for you and how well it sets up, and then how the judge thinks you do.
So how do you set them up?
Make sure their back legs are set up, their front legs are straight up and down, and they're pushing against your knee.
So you have to brace them more or less.
Uh-huh.
Okay, good. How do you think you'll do?
I think I'll do pretty good.
So with both of them?
No, I just show one.
Are you in different classes?
Yeah.
Okay. And that show is what time?
It starts at 4.
And where at?
The grass show ring at the fairgrounds.
Okay. Well, good luck, and thanks for coming on with us.
Yep.
So we'll pass that mic to this young fella here. And your name?
Tipton.
Tipton? What do you show?
Sheep and goats.
Sheep and goats. We just had the sheep show, and they got it over with before it got too hot, huh?
Yeah.
How'd you do?
Good.
How much do your market sheep weigh?
142, and the other one weighs, let's see. Let's go with 50 pounds.
You
Close
forgot.
to around 50 pounds, that's all I know.
You showed them both in the market class, though, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, so they had to weigh more than that, but that's all right. Did you place? Did you get third, fourth, fifth? How'd you do?
Well, with my big lamb, he's got fourth, and my little lamb, she got fifth.
So you did pretty good, didn't you? And, there's quite a few sheep over there, I noticed.
Yeah.
There's a lot of competition. So are you a junior or a intermediate? You're a junior, I think.
Yes.
How old are you?
10.
Okay, so that's right. How'd you enjoy the showmanship?
It was fun.
Did you do well?
Yeah.
Did the judge ask you any questions?
Yeah, he asked how much does my lamb weigh.
So you
And
did
that's
better
pretty much
than
all.
you did today, I hope. I hope you did better at the sheep show.
Yeah.
You knew what it weighed?
Uh-huh.
Did he ask what you feed it?
No, he actually didn't.
Didn't he?
I was surprised.
Yeah, because that's usually a question you want to be ready for.
Yeah, I was ready for that too.
So do you have any other projects?
I worked on leather sewing, jar or jam. And
You can jam? How'd it do?
I got a blue ribbon on it.
Good. Does it go to state?
I don't think so.
Okay. Are you going to sell anything in the sale Thursday at the Static?
I am going to sell some jam, my one lamb, and my goat.
Good. Oh, so you show goats too? Are you ready for that show?
Yeah.
That's at 4 o'clock. Do you have a boar goat or dairy goat?
A
Is it
boar goat.
A boar goat, so it's a meat breed.
Yep.
So what'd you do in leather?
I did dove wings burst straps.
Oh, how they do well.
Yeah, they got reverse. I can't say that word.
Oh, so they got reserve, I bet.
Yeah.
Reserve champion. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I
Sometimes
get those
can't.
mixed up too.
Yeah, you can't spit it out sometimes,
Yeah.
can you? Well, good luck, and I hope you do well. I hope that leather work gets to go to state. Did you do a lot of tooling on that leather?
Yeah.
Take you quite a while?
Yeah, it took me at least 3 hours, 4 hours.
Yeah? Well, that's pretty fast. I don't think I could do it that fast. So congratulations, and good luck in the rest of your show, and good luck with them goats.
Thank you.
I think you'll do okay.
Hopefully I do.
Okay. So let's go to this next young man. And your club is the same, I assume, Prairie Center?
No.
No? Huh? Where are you from?
Bear Creek Guys and Gals.
Bear Creek Guys and Gal, and that must be LaGrange area.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you show?
Goats.
Goats? How old are you?
11.
11. So you're a junior? So are you showing a boar goat or dairy goat?
Boar.
Boar goat? And you're ready?
Yeah. Kind of.
You gonna be in showmanship?
Yeah.
Have you worked with that goat?
Yeah.
So it's ready,
Little.
or are you ready? Are you
I'm
both ready?
nervous. I think the goat's ready, but I'm nervous. But it works.
So that's good. What'd your goat weigh?
One weighed 66 and the other weighed 70.
So you will be in 2 different classes, correct? That's good. Do they have showmanship first or last?
First.
I assume they'd have it first, so your goat is good and fresh, huh? Well, good luck. Are you going state fair?
Maybe.
Depends on how the goat does, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, good luck, young man. And I forgot to
Thank
get your
you.
name, didn't I?
Cooper Ty.
Cooper Tide. Glad to meet you, and good luck.
Thank you.
So we'll pass it to this only young lady in this group here, and I think she's full of knowledge. And your name?
Brinley Anderson,
And what club are you with?
Prairie Center.
Prairie Center. What do you show?
Sheep, pigs, and for static exhibits, I do sewing and baking.
How'd you do with the sewing project?
I'm going to state with it.
Oh, good. So, did you model?
No,
What was your sewing project?
I made a table runner.
Oh, really? Can you give us, was it a pattern or?
It was Christmas themed.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And you also show sheep. How'd you do today?
Fairly well. I got 4th, 7th, and 3rd.
4th, 7th, and 3rd? That's well. What, did you have more than one?
I had 3.
So you're a busy girl.
Yes.
So you walk them in the morning and set them up and when it's cool?
Depends on the day.
Okay. Depends on if you're lazy or not lazy, huh?
Maybe.
She didn't want to answer that. Did you notice, Ryan? That was a real questionable question. How old are you?
I am 9, turning 10 in December.
Okay, so you've been in a couple years.
Yes.
That's good. Now, how about the pigs?
That show is tomorrow.
And it's going to be tomorrow night.
Yes.
Hopefully it's cooler, right?
Yes.
And how many do you have? You have 1, 2,
3.
3 again. What'd they weigh?
One weighed 227. I don't know the other two.
So they're pretty good size.
Yeah.
Can you handle them?
Yeah.
Tell the audience how you move them around in the ring.
I use a whip.
But you don't beat them, do you? Do you
No.
just gently move them, or?
Well, unless they're naughty.
Oh, does that happen?
Yes, it
Oh,
does.
yeah, it does. So you're going to take, I assume you're going to be in showmanship?
Yes.
So you take the best one.
Yes.
Do you have them named?
Yes.
Well, let's hear the names.
DJ, Stephanie, and Steve. I did Full House theme.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So which one you going to show?
I'm gonna show all of them, but for showmanship, I'm gonna do DJ.
Okay. Is it a female or a male?
2 are females and 1's a male.
Good. What breed? Do you know the breeds? Are they blue butts?
Crossbred.
They're cross, all of them cross?
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, good luck. Good
Thank
talking
you.
to you, and good luck at State Fair, young lady.
Thank you.
We'll be watching and see how you do.
Okay.
And we'll probably come to the pig show just to make sure you're doing it right. I won't say anything, though, if you don't. Okay?
All right.
Okay.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Yeah, thank all of you for coming. It's a privilege, our privilege to interview you. Thanks a lot. And good luck to all of you. I hope you do well in them goats. Get them braced up so that judge can feel that loin area. And yeah, that's the key, isn't it? And I hope they behave as well as you. You should behave too, huh? Okay, thanks, guys. So I think, Ryan, while we switch, do you want to mention some of the sponsors here?
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, we'll have the next interviewees come on over. Yeah, of course, we thank all the sponsors that make these broadcasts possible and these updates from the fair, brought to you in part by Home on the Range, J.G. Elliott, Legacy Co-op and Legacy Co-op Agronomy, Main Street Market, and North Platte Physical Therapy, some of the sponsors that make these broadcasts possible. Again, coming up later today, take a look at the schedule real quick. We've got the Lamb Barbecue and Platte Valley Bank Ice Cream Social coming up at 5:30 near the Sheep Barn. And then the Goshen County Sheep Lead Contest is at 7. They also have the Ninja Warrior Youth Tournament tonight at the fairgrounds. And we've got a couple more interviewees here for us, Grandpa.
Thank you, Ryan. We have all females this time, so we should learn a lot, and we'll teach the audience a lot. Our first young lady, your name?
Lindsay Thomas.
Lindsay. Where are you from?
Henry, Nebraska.
Oh, yeah. So, that is true. You can belong to the Wyoming 4-H group, even if you live in Nebraska, as long as you don't belong to the Nebraska 4-H. So, do you live on a farm?
Yes.
What club are you in?
Prairie Center 4-H Club.
So you have to drive a ways, don't you?
Not really, because all of our meetings are here in town.
So that's good.
Yeah.
Good, that's good. How old are you?
16.
So you're a senior.
Yep.
What projects?
So I did static exhibits, I did youth leadership, self-determined, I did a horse static exhibit, and then I also did a vet science.
Okay, tell us about self-determined. That's an interesting project.
So for my self-determined project, I did a poster on the history of longhorns because I own a small herd myself. So I wanted to show people about the rich history of them. And it went grand in my division and then overall grand champion self-determined.
That's very good. You get to go to state.
Yes.
That's good. And then sometimes I don't listen so good. What else in static?
Youth leadership. In youth leadership.
Tell us about that, yeah.
So I am a 2024 participant in the AQHA Ranching Heritage Young Horse Development Program. And AQHA will provide you with a ranching heritage bred colt, and you get to do lots of assignments with them, and then there's scholarship money. So I did a poster on that.
So do you own that
Yep.
pony then?
Yep, I own that. He's registered. I own him now.
So do you have to apply to get that horse?
Yes, you have to
Give us
apply.
the process of how that works.
So you apply. Actually, you can still apply. The early deadline is August 15th, or you can apply by October 1st. So definitely go apply. It's a fantastic program, and you get to meet a lot of new people.
And so you train that colt.
Yes.
Give us some of the things you do with that colt.
So you have to take him to a show. It can be 4-H or AQHA. And then you get to do an essay and show management report. And then there's in-hand trail courses, then teaching him showmanship maneuvers and just teaching him lots of new things and stuff.
So did you show here in Goshen County then?
No, I unfortunately didn't, but I did show him in Rapid City at a quarter horse show.
Oh, really?
Yes.
How'd you do?
Really good. I actually received a trophy with him. He went over Grand Champion Youth Halter Geldings up there.
So that's, you just show him in the halter classes.
Halter and showmanship, and
Yeah.
then he was first under 2 judges and second under the other 2 judges. So
that's good. Very
yeah,
good.
I was really happy.
Very good. What's he look like?
He's a Palomino with 4 white feet and a star and a stip.
Oh,
So,
pretty fancy,
He's
huh?
very fancy. He's Walter is his name, and he is quite the clown.
So did you have a lot of trouble taming him down?
Not really. He was pretty gentle when I got him. He knew what a halter was. Didn't know how to tie or anything or lead, but he's been really fun to work with.
So how do you teach them to tie? When you tie them up post so they don't jerk back and
Yeah,
things?
So what I do is I will just start wrapping the lead rope around the a fence, a square fence or something, and then so if they do go to pull back, they won't get stuck and then really scare them.
Yeah.
But he was really easy to start teaching to tie. I just kind of started there and then eventually started to tie him hard.
So that's quite an accomplishment. Should be proud of yourself.
Yes, I am.
That's an amazing project. Let's go. Tell me about your other projects since I'm old enough and can't remember them all.
So, and then I did a 4-H static exhibit for my horse, and I did about all the different classes that is offered for performance horses. And it went champion in its division and grand champion overall. And so I will be taking it to state fair. And then in my vet science, I did a poster about the growing stages of a horse. And it went champion in its division and grand champion overall. So it will also be going to state.
So what grade you in?
I am going to be a junior next year.
Sounds good. So you've enjoyed it.
Yes.
You've done very well, it sounds like
Yes.
to me.
And then I will also be competing in dog and dairy cow.
Oh, okay. When's the dog show?
The dog show is tomorrow at 1.
And you're doing what? That I assume that's just the breed show.
Yeah, that'll be
confirmation.
Rally. Yeah, rally, showmanship, confirmation, and obedience.
Tell us how you show a dog.
So for the rally, it's kind of obedience. So you'll have signs sitting, and you'll go through each sign, and if it says it'll tell you what to do. And then showmanship, you just you have to memorize patterns, and then they will tell you what they want: the triangle, the L, and then you'll show their gait, their bite, that kind of thing. And then obedience, you can't really talk to them, and they just want to see how obedient they are if they stay with you and stuff like that.
So what breed of dog do you have?
I have 2 Australian Shepherds.
Oh, yeah. They're pretty nice dogs.
They're very nice dogs.
Do they help you out on the farm?
Yeah, they do. Yes.
That's good. Anything else you want to tell us?
If you guys want to come over to the Dairy Cow Barn, we will be having prizes, snacks, games. If you answer a few trivia questions, we will give you prizes.
Yes, and that's just north of here, and it is something new this year for the dairy projects, and they will have some trivia questions. Sounds very interesting.
Yes.
You have quite a few. Do you, what type of, do you have?
Yes, so I have a Jersey heifer that's a yearling, and then I have a Ayrshire that is just a calf.
Okay, so what do they look for? The judge going to look for?
So 40% goes into their udder if you have a milking cow, what that looks like, and then it just kind of trickles down into their body and their conformation. And then heifers, they really look for nice, straight, correct top lines, depth of rib and depth of belly, and then length and...
A lot of angularity, huh?
Yes.
A lot of angularity in dairy compared to beef.
Yes.
So it's quite a little different.
Yes.
Are you going to do showmanship?
Yes.
Tell us how you show one.
So you turn around and walk really slowly backwards. Your cow wants to be very in tune with you, so you're stepping with them at the same time with each foot. And then you will go around in the circle, and then when the judge tells you to stop, you'll set up. And then they'll bring you into a lineup, and you'll set them up there, and then they'll go into a final lineup for the placings.
Very good. A lot of education here.
Yes.
Thanks for coming.
Yes, thank you.
And we'll let these last two young ladies talk if they would. I think I happen to know these young ladies, Ryan. In fact, I think I had their parents. They don't want to have. They shouldn't admit how long that's been, how long ago. So your name?
Darcy Martin.
Darce. What grade are you in?
5th.
And are you a junior?
Yes.
So what do you show?
I show horses, pigs, leather, and sewing.
What'd you do for sewing?
I made an outfit out of 3 pieces. I made a t-shirt out of like a flower fabric, and then I did scrunchie or sleeves with dark blue fabric.
Very good. Did you have to get a little assistance from your grandma?
Yes.
She kind of knows how to do that, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
She did well. She didn't bawl you out or anything.
No.
Okay, that's good. So you did well. And you also you did well in the horses, I hope.
Yes, I did. I won showmanship and got a buckle.
Wow. You have that buckle on?
Not right now. It's in my mom's car right now.
Okay, that's good. So that's quite a feat for your age. Tell us a little bit about showmanship. How do you present your horse?
It's actually how you present yourself with your horse.
Okay, so she's way ahead of me now, Ryan. They look for you, how you do, and also how the horse does.
Yes.
So is your horse pretty gentle?
He's really gentle.
And the key is you always want to keep that horse between you and who?
And the judge.
Yep, see, you know how to do it. Tell us what they make you do. Did they ask you any questions?
They don't ask us any questions, but they'll have us do a pattern, and then after the pattern, you will head over and line up.
That's good, Miss Martin. You do well. Sounds like you did really well. What kind of horse you have?
I have a quarter horse.
So did you do anything other than showmanship? Did you do the halter class?
Yes, I did halter geldings, and then I did all the riding classes.
Ooh, you're a busy lady. So you did equitation. Did you do trail?
Yes, I did trail.
How'd you do?
I was first on Sky.
So Sky's a good trail horse, huh?
Yes.
Give the audience some of the pattern. What some of the things you had to do? Did you have to go over a bridge? Did you have to open a mailbox? What kind of things did you?
So they didn't have a mailbox, so they just used a barrel, and they put a bucket on top, and you had to touch the bucket, and then you had to trot over the logs, and then you had to stop and back up. And so the first thing I had to do in trail was I had to open a gate, and then I had to walk over a bridge, and then I had to trot through cones, and I had to start on the inside of the cone. And then I had to do a right lead lope all the way to a box. So they just used poles, and they made a square, and you have to stop and walk into the little box, and then you had to do a 360 to the right.
She knows it, doesn't she, Ryan? That's very good. Did you place?
I placed first with Sky, second with Roy, and third with Gary.
Man, 3 horses. You're a busy young lady. When do you have time to sleep?
During the night.
All right. So I think your sister's next. Is she ready to talk?
I think so.
Okay, well, go ahead and your name?
Danny Martin.
So, Danny, are you a full 4-H member or are you a cloverleaf?
I'm a cloverleaf.
How old are you?
7.
7. So what do you do in tell us about cloverleaf a little bit.
So cloverleaf, they like to do a clover bud camp, and it's where you're gonna do a water fight.
Oh, that's more fun than any.
And you get to do some games too.
Yeah, that's kind of fun, isn't it? We used to have water fights, so I remember our junior leaders used to have water fights, and I told them they couldn't bring anything bigger than a cup, and I always brought a 5-gallon bucket. That worked out pretty good. So did you get wet?
Yes, and there was a slip and slide, and I went down it quite a bit.
That's good. So cloverleaf, they kind of prepare you to see if you want to join 4-H, huh?
Yeah.
And you'll probably maybe show a project in the Pee Wee class this at the fair?
Yeah.
Good. Very nice talking to all of you, and good luck to all of you. And these kids are pretty sharp, aren't they? I think they know more than this old man does.
I think I've learned a lot today.
That's good. Wait, did you take notes?
No, I should have.
Yes.
Good thing you did.
Congratulations, girls. Thank you for coming in and talking to us.
Thank you.
And thanks for joining us. Before we leave, Grandpa, you want to look at the schedule again one more time for the listeners?
Sure. We'll go over this. Today, you know, they did have the rabbit show at 8 and also the poultry show. And now these kids that just interviewed, they're going to go back to Market Goat Show and the Goshen County Bred and Fed Goat Show. And those Goshen County Bred and Fed, those animals are actually bred and fed in the Goshen County area, and they can show against each other. So that's the main things going on today. The sheep show is over, and they did finish before it got too warm, and I wonder if this smoke kind of cools this off a little bit. It was supposed to be warmer, but fortunately it isn't. And for these kids showing goats and the boar goats and the dairy goats, it's going to be nice weather for them.
Yeah, it's all good stuff out here at the fair. Should look ahead, as this is our last interview here from the fair today. The schedule for tomorrow, remember the Ag Breakfast tomorrow morning. That's at the Rendezvous Center. That is from 7 to 9. And then, of course, they'll have the parade for Goshen County Day, 10 o'clock on Main Street. And then plenty going on tomorrow with the Ranch Rodeo. They'll have mutton busting tomorrow night. Again, you can find that full schedule on our website at goconow.com. Also, 4-H building visiting hours from 9 to 8 today. Then tomorrow, 11 to 8. They also have the Ag Hall open from 9 to 8 today as well. I'd like to thank some of the sponsors that make these broadcasts possible. Brought to you in part by Pine Bluff Sinclair, Platte River Family Dentistry, Platte Valley Bank, State Farm Insurance, Mike Rafferty, Torrington Beverage, Torrington Office Supply, and Z&W Mill. That should do it here from the fair today on a Wednesday. For Ron Kaufman, I'm Ryan Kaith. Thanks, Chris, back at the studio. We'll send it to you at Kerm FM.